to have those attributes.
Okay.
So I'm going to save this in the output. I'm going to save it for you. Hopefully this will work. I don't know why this is giving us issues today, but let's save it as address join. Okay, yeah, I have to export it. So that's what you're going to do, and you'll click OK. This is giving me this warning because this still won't let me export it. I'm going to try one more time.
And why isn't it letting us export it?
It just is finicky sometimes. No reason, really. It's just, right now, I may just have to kill it and open a fresh one. Yeah, this should not be happening. This never happens. Yep. Okay.
And it's not the files I gave you were okay.
No,
though.
it's not your
my
files.
Okay.
No. It's just, it does this sometimes. It's just one of those things that, sometimes it'll not run processes, it'll give you warnings, and you just have to close it and start a new, start a new window. We're going to try it again here. So I'm going to add the text file again.
Okay.
I'm going to right click, display XY data,
Yeah.
like we did before. It auto-populated my longitude and latitude.
Okay.
Now I'm going to edit and add a coordinate system. So I'll import it since you already have data that has a coordinate system associated with it. So now I'm just going to go back to that data, select it. So now it's populated with the same coordinate system that your income data is in.
Yeah.
And I click OK. Alright. This is basically just telling me that it needs an object ID field, which is why it was telling us earlier it would not do a spatial reference. It didn't have an object ID yet.
What's an object ID?
It just numbers it. It's a unique ID for every row.
Right.
And so when
I thought I had done that, but there's something different.
it likes to make its own.
Oh, I see.
So that's what this event layer is. This
Okay.
is essentially just your table, right?
Okay.
All right. So what it wants to do, so it will keep your record ID, but it wants to index it and add its own object
Sure.
ID.
Okay. I got you.
And the events layer does not do that. So when you export it, then it adds that object
Okay.
ID so that you can run. The reason it wouldn't let us join it a second ago
Because it didn't
is
have
because
it.
it didn't have it.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to try to export this one more time. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to try something. I'm going to have to restart my computer. Yes, see? Okay, it worked. Like I said, I don't know why it does that. Just sometimes it works and other times it does not, which is unfortunate. But sometimes just refreshing it and starting a new one works. So now I'm going to add the income data. So now I've got both layers here. You don't care about the way it looks, so I'm not going to show you how to change all that symbology and stuff. But so basically now what you're going to do is you're going to right click on your latitude and longitude, and you want to join this space data to your the polygons with the income data. So I'm going to hit join, and then I'm going to go join data from another layer based on its spatial location.
Yes.
I'm going to join it to the income data, and I want it to give each point the information associated with the polygon behind it. I'm going to export it, and I'm going to save it as that long one join, because I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to delete those other layers in there since these other two layers in here have problems with them, so I'm going to delete those. So save, hit OK. So hopefully, in just a second, all right, so now it's done. Typically, these are pretty quick processes, which is why I was getting concerned a second ago. So now, you see it has this FID now?
That's the one
This is what it added. Yeah.
Okay.
So now if I scroll to the end, it's added all of the table data from, and now here's your income data.
Look at that. So that is...
So now you can take this table and you can go, now I can actually take this table and say, let's export just the table. So you can open it in Excel. And it's going to export as a DBF file. I can do it as a
What's
text
a
file.
PDF?
It's the
That's
Access.
database format or something?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
an Access database format.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to do it as a text file, and I'll save it as our lat long join. Hit save.
And the text file is going to be comma separated?
Yes.
Okay, so I can just open it as CSV.
Exactly. So now let me close this, and I'm going to actually take these and put these in your folder so that I don't get them confused. But now, when I open this, I have a lat long join. Here it is. And I can open it, and here is your table. And there's your income data.
Wait, it's CSV though. I thought we saved it as text.
I did, but typically, so text file, CSV, I mean, they're pretty common. I think they're the same format.
it just renamed it for
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when I export it as text file, it typically always comes in as CSV, which, I mean, it's another text format.
Sure.
I guess it automatically.
Yeah,
I guess it automatically.
Okay, that's fine. I just
recognizes
didn't know
it.
if I had to end up doing it.
So now you don't have to do anything. Usually, I think used to we had to, but it doesn't do that anymore. So just real quick, I'm going to go in Art Catalog and I'm going to go in Art Catalog really quick and delete those other layers from this folder so that you don't have erroneous data in there.
The other layers, those are the layers that I had?
So the ones, remember when I tried to run it a second ago and do the work?
Yes.
Right, so this has nothing there. See? Oh, I just crashed. The joys of working with this software. It's very common. Okay. It's not a good day unless it's crashed at least twice. It means you're not working hard enough. Okay, so here's the desktop. You've used our desktop before. So lat long one, that's the one we had. So I'm going to delete this one because it never worked, remember?
Yeah.
And look, it's crashed. There's something really wrong with it. Okay, so that's ridiculous. I'll just do it myself. I typically don't tell people to do this because I don't want them messing it up. Our catalog shows this as one name. This is what it really looks like. It's got all these files associated with it, and you don't want
accidentally delete the wrong thing.
Right. So I'm gonna delete it. So now you just have your lat long one, that worked, and you got your join, and yeah, okay. I think we're done.
That's so cool.
So now you can actually close this.
And then I can just repeat those steps with the other states.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Awesome. Can you zip that folder and send